Welcome to Week 11 podcast. What an exciting weekend of fantasy football, Rob. It was very exciting. Came down to Monday night. Well, I guess not for everybody.
But no, that's all relative to your team this week. So,
and we'll get to that.
We had some good ones.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's some close games. Let's look at the standings real quick. Conference 1 Earth, High Rollers at 8-3, the Heart Foundation at 7-4, the Bagger Bat at 7-4. Wow, really close out there at the top, and of course Kelly Raiders at 4-7.
Yeah, but you know what? Kelly Raiders playing the pine right there. But that's 2 weeks in a row, and I think he was up near 200 points this week. So he's hanging in there, just making it interesting. He's going to play a factor going down the stretch here. I guess there's like this really crazy outside chance that he could get in there, but it's more like, he playing spoiler this year. High Rollers. So we are 3 weeks to go. Pay the money. We are in division time, and that's where everything's going to sort out now. So, it's undecided over there. I would assume most likely 2 out of those 3 teams is going, meaning one of those teams is going to be sitting out on the sideline. There could be 2, I suppose, but I doubt it. So, but right now, gosh,
you're thinking,
man, I don't know.
You're thinking the high chance of the wild card is coming from the Earth division.
Yeah, you got Gangrene that can kind of make it happen, but it's
speaking of,
we'll see.
Let's look at the win division. Belichick made at 8-3. The Gangrene at 6-5. The Junior Bass at 3-8, and Los Verde at 3-8 with 5 losses in a row now. Wow.
Yeah, God, yeah, he can't buy a win, and it's thank God. Is that the 11:53? Shit, man, you're 5 points behind Browntown, brother. Thank God you got Red Raider down there keeping you in that and above that, because if not, this would be the worst season for him ever. But we all have seasons like that. I'll just say, Sam, this is not how I think anybody in this division saw this thing going. We really expected to. You got a lot of championships in this mess, and we a lot of long-time players. I think we expect a little bit more, but this division it kind of fizzled. So across the board. Hey, but Belichick made huge win this week coming back, and he's up there, and he's he just lost the championship game last year, so maybe he's trying to get right back in there, and he's there's nothing to be ashamed of at 8-3 and damn near 1,600 points. So he's rolling right along. So kudos to him. The rest of us, we've had better years.
Yeah, you're definitely still in it, Rob. 3 weeks left. You're definitely still in it too.
Yeah.
Let's go over to the side conference. Fire division, straight LA Kings. And then we're at 8-3. Ninja Assassin at 6-5. Saz at 6-5, and Browntown at 3-8.
Okay, so straight LA can't blow this again, can he? It can't happen to the poor guy. He's got that 2-game lead, but Sam, what's killing me here? Look at your points, bro. Yeah. You're damn near 300 up on him, but with 2 less wins, dude. So now I know you've been hot. I think you got back-to-back 200-point weeks, right?
Yeah, so, and then even before that, really close to 200. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So you're hot. And Sabs, he's hanging in there still, so it's not over yet for him. So it's going to be tough though. But he's not that tough. I guess if he can just win out and get a little help, he's there, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. He's definitely still in there. my record's not that great, like you said. So definitely Sabs is still in there. But yeah, I was surprised. Well, we can talk about Straight LA, but I was definitely surprised that Straight LA lost this weekend. So that we can discuss. But yeah, let's go over to the water division. Dean Gray at 8-3, who I just played this weekend. Mad Dog at 7-4, Wolfpack at 3-8, and the Red Raider at 1-10. Wow.
Yeah. So big loss by Dean Gray this week, and a ridiculous loss at that. Mad Dog getting a win, pulling through. It's like he's still got to pick up 2 games on him, but he can do it. It's just the points aren't going to get it done. So, but he can do it. So, Dean Gray is not going to blow this, is he? It's just like last week. I love it. Last week we were talking about it, just these things coming down. It's just like, nothing in this league's ever easy, dude. You know that, right? Nothing's ever easy. So you're right there and you just run into a buzzsaw. Let's talk about some buzzsaws, Sam.
Let's go. Let's do the rundown, Rob.
All right, bro. Well, we're gonna kind of focus on some of the better games this week. So it's coming up. Give me just a second, guys. All right, we are on the rundown now. Right off the bat, bag of the bat, we got Belichick made. Bag of the bat coming in at 100% efficiency, 138.75. So the best he had this week wasn't good enough to take out Belichick made, who put a piddly 84% out there on efficiency. He had a lot more points on the bench. Dude, again, there's no world that Russell Wilson starts over fucking Patrick Mahomes. Just stop, okay? So it's just, you're overthinking it. Stick Russell Wilson, where he belongs, out there in the waiver wire. Get rid of it. Don't even overthink it. Stop fucking around. What the hell kind of start was that? So he still gets the win, but there you go. I mean, in a shootout, Sam, Patrick Mahomes versus freaking Josh Allen, and you choose Russell Wilson against Baltimore? Yawning, dude. 6 fucking field goals later, nothing. All right, anyway, that's it. You did, Patrick, listen to what I'm saying. If you want to win championships, stop screwing around that kind of nonsense. All right, so Kelly Red Raiders and Elo Silverde played. Kelly Red Raiders, big game, 193.5, man. That's big. Look at that. Jared Goff and Tua Tagovailoa. Woo, 88 out of the quarterbacks. Man, somebody told me once this is a quarterback league, Sam, and I believe them. All right, and over there, Elo Silverde coming in with the one quarterback game. He doesn't even have any. He just Caleb Williams can't even put out there. He's playing out the string here, but he's still got a competitive team. He can put it out there, though, that you wouldn't be able to tell by the scoring in this thing. Good game, Kelly Red Raiders. Way to keep on rocking, dude. That's a big 193. That's not even close to the highest score of the week. It's crazy. We're starting to finally get some scores going, Sam. High rollers. He just keeps on rolling right on through Michael. It's just Degenerate just doesn't have anything to keep up with the high rollers this year. And, this is Christian McCaffrey. Looks like he may be permanently broken, Sam. I don't know. I'm not saying his career's over, but what a great player he is. But, God, he looks slow and can't cut out there. So, yeah, that's kind of an interesting thing. The Niners, oh, my God, that was their third just utter collapse in a row, too, there. Yeah. Joe Mixon, dude. Hey, did you have Joe Mixon on your team, Sam?
I did. Or I do.
Look at this. Joe Mixon and Cooper Kupp, man. 49 and 37, dude. God. You want to talk about Patrick Bench and Patrick Mahomes for Russell Wilson? Why don't we just stop with the scores and just go back and just debate that move, Sam? No? Okay. I don't know. Oh, God. I think they do these things just to piss me off. All right. The Hart Foundation. I'm sure this makes up for when I beat him in the championship 10 years ago or whatever. So he got his revenge. We can all play nice now. So he effectively ended my season. And, I think I effectively ended my season with this just thoroughly middling draft, dude. It just didn't work. Hey, great, the Hart Foundation, man. Let's give a lot of kudos there. Let's focus on his team, not my garbage. Josh Allen, Josh Allen, dude. I mean, Josh Allen. God damn, man, that guy's a player, dude. That's I see that whole game is the Chiefs just were like they just couldn't get him down, man. The pass rush isn't there, and he's able to keep it going, and he's everything. Everybody always wants to give the MVP to Lamar Jackson because apparently the entire sports literati comes out of Baltimore. But how about we start talking about Josh Allen there? Josh Allen didn't put up a dud ass game and didn't have to go 3 years without throwing a touchdown against a boring as hell Pittsburgh team. So I'm on the Josh Allen train. What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, he's definitely in the MVP conversation. But let's look at Jameis Winston, really? 42 points?
What a bunch of bullshit that is. I mean, come on, man.
What happened there?
Dude, it's just the way my life goes. I play these two brothers, right? I mean, I've played these guys for years. So earlier this year, Michael pulls out Joe Flacco for like 50. And now Cody pulls Jameis Winston out of like the one ads here, and just throws him out there and he puts 42.5. I'm just like, right? Dude, I give, man. It's kudos to him. I just like to point out that I'm like on year like 19 in a row of getting everybody's A+ game every single week, dude. I mean, people like wake up and they're like, oh yeah, I got to put them all out there against Gang Green. So, poor Rob. All right, Mad Dog, straight LA Kings. This was not a good game, but it was a meaningful game.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight LA. Just he didn't get enough. He didn't get anything out of the bottom of his lineup there. His wide receivers just killed him, and you're not going to get a lot with that. He's still got a great team. There's no question about it. It just wasn't a great team this week. Mad Dog. I mean, for him, 144 is like an all-time score, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think, I mean, that might be the best of, he might take 3 weeks. His last 3 weeks, he didn't get near 144. So Justin Herbert, man, throw the ball again. CJ Stroud. I guess they didn't really have to throw the ball. They just ran with, Joe Mixon. Savs played Wolfpack. 161 to 177. Wow. Damn, that's a good one, huh?
Yeah, he can take a break, man. Jeez.
It's like 50 points of our bad beat, 50 points shy of our bad beat. So that's just an annoying beat, right? One of these days, I'm going to bring it all down. We're going to figure out what your percentile chance is when you put up X amount of points. But 160 is usually pretty damn good, Sam, right? But not this week, 177.
We got a Bo Nick sighting. A Bo Nick sighting. What's up with
oh, my God. Denver looked great on Sunday. I mean, who were they playing? I can't even remember now. It was some awful team.
I don't even know.
But hey, you know what? The Denver's beating awful teams. It was the Falcons. Yeah, the Falcons.
That's right.
Dude,
that's right.
Why do the Atlanta Falcons even exist? It's just like, you're like, dude, you guys suck. Every year, no matter what they do, they just suck. They got Bijan Robinson, Drake London. They got all this talent out there. And they got blown out by the freaking Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos. Unreal, man. Yeah. Unreal. What a huge performance. Look at this. Seriously, too. Sam's has got, he should just name his team Cojones, dude. I mean, he just runs shit out here like this all the time. He runs out Bo Nix and Anthony Richardson and 83 fucking points, man. Hey, speaking of that, who is the backup running back in Detroit? Is it Jahmyr Gibbs or is it what's his name? David Montgomery, dude. I can't even tell who's the starter on that team anymore, man. They just they don't they have like 174 rushing touchdowns this year? Dude, Detroit is nasty, man. They got injuries piling up there. Cooper Kupp 37 though, but Bo Nix and Anthony Richardson. Let's give the man some love for that one. And skipping by the next game because and then we go into Ninja Assassin and Dean Gray, and wow, man, dude. So Sam, what do you think about this game,
dude? So Thursday night, Barkley gets 47 points. I'm like, how the hell am I going to make that up? And Scott was like, oh, Travis Henry will make that up. No, but. Seriously, let's talk about going to Monday night where Scott was up by 15, and he had a Texans defense, and I had Joe Mixon. I'm like, crap, I can't make that up because his defense is going against sorry Dallas. So I'm like, man, his defense is going to score him a lot of points. 22 points from a defense in this year though is pretty good, I think. If you were to get 20 points from your defense, but man, it was like you and I were talking. It was back and forth between me and Scott on Monday night. It was like just going back and forth. I'm getting stressed. That stupid fumble for a touchdown for his defense. Oh my gosh.
That put him up by 1.5 points, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And then garbage time touchdown by Joe Mixon at the end there. So, man, that was exciting. That was one of my most exciting fantasy football weekend coming down to late Monday night.
So, I mean, and I was well aware of your guys' game there because I was hanging out with Scott on Sunday, and you guys, it was going pretty good on Sunday too, and it's a big game, right? Your guys' game had major ramifications there with Maddox and everybody.
Oh yeah,
and straight LA going down, and that just tied that league up, and I mean that kind of helped out Savs and everybody too. So I mean, I was aware of that, and if I'm not mistaken, you were up 1.5 points. And that was with Dallas sitting at 10. And the way we have the points this year, I think it's 11 to 19. In fact, I know it's 11 to 19. He would have dropped 2 points if they scored one more point, and he would have pulled back in the lead. But as it turns out, it was the Joe Mixon show, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like 5 minutes in the game, he runs off a 45-yarder. Dallas is.
Yeah, Dallas needs some help.
But they don't need any help, Sam. They're just garbage.
Let's talk about somebody, DeAndre Hopkins. What's up with him? Should I not start him no more? Come on, Rob.
Well, dude, hey man, I'm still playing. I'm not taking consulting fees yet. So you guys do what you want with them.
I know. I just wanted to throw in there. Diop hasn't done nothing since. I mean, the first game he came back. I mean, the first game was the Chiefs, but anyways,
Yeah, I mean, it's still though. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Chiefs look like they were at times the better team in that game, and at times they didn't look like the better team at all. And yeah, I mean, the Chiefs have a left tackle problem,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's affecting that team pretty badly.
yeah.
So, and with D Hop, but yeah, I mean, what are you expecting out of D Hopkins? He's still better, more valuable than he was in Tennessee, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. And Scott's
Yeah.
Scott's tight end. Tight end to get 36 points. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
look at this
crazy.
shit, dude. Seriously, and I think that was like, I don't know what time he made that move at, but it was just once he figured out that George Kittle wasn't going to be playing, he pulled 36 points out of his ass. That's like the pickup of all time. I mean,
Exactly.
most of the time we pick up a tight end just to throw in there for the week and they get us,
Like
zero.
three
Three,
points. 3 points.
three would have been awesome, man. No, like zero, Sam. Zero. Like 7 yards.
So,
You know,
so no,
you're like, oh, I guess he was playing. My bad. I just figured he's hurt.
yeah. Scott sent me a text that Sunday morning. He goes, man, Kittle, stupid Kittle, and of course he picked up a tight end or whatever. I was like, hey, so kudos to Scott for that move. I mean, it made it way closer than it should have been. But
It's got to be I think Mark Andrews has got the one highest. He's like the one good tight end game this year, and then so this has to be the second good tight end game.
Oh, really?
And you mentioned some. I have not fielded one text this year or seen one group text complaining about the defense. So apparently I got the scoring right on that finally. I liked it when it was high, but it was time to kind of switch that up. This is probably a little more. You get some, like the Houston Texans put on a good game and you get 22.5 out of it. I could have seen it picking up another 4 or 5 out of there, but I think we're going to stick with this defensive scoring scheme going forward. It's pretty good, man. It does kind of. We played defense for a long time. We emphasized it big, and I mean, it kind of boosted the scores up. I always went with the theory that it ain't that hard to find a defense that can put up 30 on a week-to-week basis. So it's I thought it all evened out, but apparently they must have liked that rule change, Sam. Because man, if you want to talk about one thing that I heard that we as a league heard more complaints about over the years or debate was the defense. Some of us loved it, some of us didn't. So yeah. So right now we're in the middle. It's a good spot. I mean, it's good.
yeah.
So it's good. I mean, 22.5 is a nice week. I mean, I don't even know what the highest defense score is this year, but somebody does. So, all right. So now to finish out, let's go back to this ridiculous benching of freaking Patrick Mahomes for Russell Wilson. I mean, you guys, I mean, those of you that don't want to hear about this, I'm going to go crack a 6-pack and I'm going to babble on about this for another hour or so. But other than that, Sam, for now, let's go ahead and sign off. Let everybody go, and then we'll call it a day. Okay.
Yeah, and guys, make sure to pay the league dues. Don't forget about that. And good luck, everybody, this weekend. Unless I'm playing you.
Start Mahomes.
All right, guys. Thank you.
See you, Sam.